Hello Factory fans, in the last episode of our legendary Factory series, we expanded our Vulcanus base to produce legendary productivity modules, overcoming complex logistical challenges. This episode, with our legendary modules and beacons ready, we move on to crafting legendary production buildings like the EM plant, foundries, and big miners. The crafting chains are complex to say the least, and it's time to upscale our Vulcanus base to meet these new demands. Alright, our legendary prod modules are going pretty strong. It's alright, but we can probably end up doing a little bit better. So if we look at our production statistics over the last hour for our speed and prod modules, we can observe and see if we're actually making a difference to the system when we make changes. So here's our two graphs for our prod 3 and speed 3 modules. Our prod 3 is going at 0.4 per minute, which is already, I'm like happy with 0.4 per minute. And our speed 3 is going at 0.9 per minute, which is super fast. But we're not done here, because our next project is to start building our production buildings. We're going to need a lot of foundries, we're going to need a ton of big mining drills, and we're going to need assemblers and all of that stuff. And all of those things are going to require some sort of circuits. Big mining drills require red circuits, electric mining drills require green circuits, foundries also require green circuits, and I don't want to implement those here and then kill my production rate of all my modules. So we're going to make sure that we have all these materials in excess. So let's have a look at our green circuits. Our normal green circuits are definitely in excess, and so are our green quality green circuits. Our blue quality is struggling a little bit. So purple's okay, and our legendary is okay. The blue is struggling a bit because I've added an extra blue red circuit assembler, so that's draining all my blue circuits, but that's fine. Now we're looking at our red circuits. Our red circuits are not in excess over here. Even our basic red circuits aren't. So we just need to make more red circuit producers, because our intermediaries to make red circuits are fine. Our green circuits are kind of okay. They're like in balance. They're not being fully drained. Our blue red circuits are like going wild. And our purple and legendary red circuits are non-existent, which is fair enough. I don't really care about purple and legendary. I just want to get up to blue excess, because with blue excess, we can roll all our production buildings with normal green and blue and upcycle from there, because we don't need tons and tons of these buildings. The whole point of this legendary factory series is that we only want to build like a couple of each building, right, to make a really compact megabase. So looking at our blue circuits as well, we've got pretty okay in all the areas of blue circuits, but these blue circuits are only used for the production of our modules. So I'm pretty happy with the blue circuit status at the moment. The only thing that we need to sort of worry about is the green circuits and the red circuits. So our first task is to get these green circuits at blue quality, like a few more of those. So to that end, I have created this new little section just behind my copper cable section. It's basically purely responsible for upcycling copper cable. So I've got 3 foundries making copper cable, and only stuff that's blue or greater is going back into the system. Everything else is just being upcycled and turned into plate, and the plate is being turned back into copper cable, and then it's being run through the system over and over again. So all the green and the normal copper cable is just attempting to continue to upcycle. This process can be made faster with higher quality buildings. So I'm going to go back to Fulgora now and try to make some better EM plants and also bring over better quality modules. We're back on Fulgora at our beacon farm, and we can see that we have tons and tons of beacons. So we need to first put some smarts in here to tell this system to just stop making beacons, because making beacons drains our red circuits. Not that we need red circuits, but we can just stockpile red circuits here when we're not using them, right? So over here we have our blue circuits. We can see that we have quite a big excess of blue circuits. Now I'm going to first increase the amount of blue circuits that exist in this system. So we're going to increase all these to 4,000 to start banking more blue circuits. That one's already at 4,000. Fantastic. Look at all these amazing blue quality and purple quality blue circuits we have, and legendary quality blue circuits. Now this can only make one EM plant. So instead of making a legendary EM plant, I'm going to go over here and just drop these circuits into my quality farm to just quickly make some more quality modules. I think we need them. Yeah, we've got 45 at the moment to work with. This quality thing, let's have a look at how fast our quality modules are being produced. Yeah, our legendary quality modules are being produced at around 0.6 per minute, and we haven't produced one for a really long time, apparently. Oh no, if I look at my 10-hour one, it's been pretty smooth. We had a really big spike over here. That's when I dropped my blue circuits in here last time. So every time I come here and just do a blue circuit drop, it just makes like a billion legendary modules. And that's good every now and then when I need like a burst of legendary modules when I'm building something new. But overall, it's producing pretty steady legendary modules. The other thing that I want to turn off over here is the recyclers, because we're trying to make a bunch of recyclers and legendary engines. So do we need all of these anymore? And are they draining any useful resources? I don't think so. Although now that I'm looking at this, it is taking up our green circuits, right? So let's have a look at our green circuits if there's any issues with them. Oh man, I just realized our scrap is jammed. Let me fix this as well. Our scrap is jammed because we have too many legendary copper plates of all reasons. Now imagine if I took all these copper plates over to Vulcanus and turned them into legendary copper cable. But yeah, too many legendary copper plates. A great problem to have, but not a great problem because it's jammed our entire process. We should probably keep an eye on all this stuff. I mean, our iron, I don't know what to do with all these yet. I don't want to just delete them because I know they're going to be useful one day, right? Alright, I'm going to grab my building materials and I'm just going to add like some stuff that's jamming. Like our iron plates over here are fully jammed as well. So that's fine. Having a good legendary stockpile of base materials is never a bad thing. Alright, back to our beacon farm. Let's keep the logic pretty simple. We're going to read basically just the legendary box, and if the legendary box has a certain target amount that we've set, then we just want to shut off all of the machines. We don't want to make any more anything. So grab a red wire, and do I have enough space to wire this? I guess I can just wire it to each other like that. Then I can enable, disable based on this condition. So currently we have 500. So I think 500 is a pretty decent number. I don't think I need more than 500 beacons at any given time. I mean, actually it's not a decent number because beacons we're going to burn through like crazy. So, but for now it's good enough. So if it's less than 500, then I want you on, otherwise just disable. Oh, I can't copy that condition across anything, can I? Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to manually set all these. Dealing with quality, you really do spend just hours and hours in the menus, just dealing with all the filters and everything at different qualities. And then you make mistakes and your whole system breaks. It's a bit tedious, and that's why I think they should have just stripped it back down to like 3 different qualities instead of 5 qualities. Just make everything a little bit more manageable. Okay. So now that we have enough beacons, we can see our entire beacon setup is disabled, which should over time free up our red circuit supply, which is not relevant right now, but will be relevant one day when we build other things here, because this factory here is going to build our other production buildings. I don't know which ones we're going to build yet, but whenever we need a production building like chemical plants or something like that, we will build it here. All right, as usual, we're going to do our build live in the actual game instead of in creative mode. What we're trying to build is the EM plant factory, and that's not the super easiest thing to build because an EM plant requires a whole bunch of random things. So obviously the steel, the processing units, and we haven't set up holmium production yet, and the reinforced concrete. So if we want to build this at every single quality, then we need to set up some stuff. So let me go ahead first and we'll set up holmium production. We'll just take the old setup from our last build and just do that somewhere because it doesn't need its own special build or anything. It basically functions exactly the same way as you'd expect. We need some chem plants. I'm going to build those. Kind of came back and had a little bit of a cry when I saw this. I did not have any quality modules in my recycling makers, and it's made so many epic recycling plants. A quarter of those should have been legendary. Oh my god, I'm so sad. Just put that in, so let's just let it make some more, I guess. Oh, could have had so many legendary recyclers by now. But anyway, we got infinite amounts of epic recyclers. Legendary recyclers is not like a major concern. It doesn't really do much. It doesn't really matter. Alright, these things don't need to have ridiculous amounts of crazy modules, so I'm still going to bring some epic modules for stuff that's not important to upcycle to high quality. Like if we look at our old system, holmium plate is not something that is required in stupid amounts of high quality. Although, with that being said, We don't know in this new system because holmium plate is a major component of the EM plant thing. So maybe we do need these in super high quality. I don't know. We will test and find out. But here it is, our basic setup. I took some concrete and just sketched out the area a little bit to make it look neat and nice, I guess. It doesn't really need to look neat and nice. I'm running out of space over here. We don't really have much area in this little island to build. But hopefully there's not too much stuff we want to build. This one is going to be dedicated to making EM plants. Alright, so now with holmium almost ready to go. I do need to connect to the holmium though. Where should we do that? So yeah, we'll continue to observe the system to see if these holmium plates are good enough at purple quality modules. If not, we can upgrade to legendary quality modules. It's no big deal. But with holmium under our belt, that's most of the ingredients ready. We also need to make a section next for refined concrete. So let me set that up. Here's a pretty straightforward refined concrete setup. For the sticks that are required for the refined concrete, we're not going to make them at different qualities because then I have to handle this whole system again. We're just going to make the sticks at normal quality, whatever quality is needed for that type of refined concrete, because, you know, our plates aren't exactly rare. So then the next thing is the actual refined concrete, which takes the sticks, the steel, and the regular concrete. We are creating that at every quality. They are going to be sorted and re-recycled, etc, etc. Once I figure out why this isn't bringing me any sticks, do I just have not enough logistics robots in this system to keep up with something like this? Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go get more logistics robots. That's not a problem at all. We can very easily send you back to Nowverse and request many logistics robots. Alright, anyway, when this eventually crafts some stuff like concrete, wait, why is there an extra box there? We should be able to start making some EM plants. I think it's just literally a lack of, why is it only requesting 2 steel? It barely requires any steel. Either that or this thing's just really slow at crafting. Alright, that's fine. I guess it's going to be a very slow system, but we don't need the system to be quick. We can just let it buffer itself. We will start creating the EM lab section. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. I'm back. We've got more logistics robots and I finished setting up my EM plant factory. So we should be good now. Let's load some more bots into the system. Look at them go. Holy moly. They're just like, yep, that's all. That was a lot of work. We're going to go do it now. All right. So now everything's kind of going. Now, if I was a smart person, I would have done a belt routing directly from my holmium into this system, especially for the normal and the green stuff, but I'm not that smart, so it's fine. We'll just let the bots handle it, because the bots is always the lazy way to do things. And this should now start crafting things, eventually. All these things are the wrong way around. What are you missing? Blue holmium, and what are you missing? Purple holmium, and legendary holmium, and legendary blue circuits. Now, do I want all my legendary blue circuits being crafted into this? I don't think I do right now. Yeah, why not? We need some legendary EM plants. That's fine. I've got the whole system set up on this red wire to check if we've got 50 legendary EM plants, and once that happens, then it'll stop the whole system, which is fine, because when are we ever going to need 50 legendary EM plants? That'll conserve a lot of materials. Now, given that we are lacking good quality holmium, we should probably be making holmium. What are you guys lacking? Why are you guys all not doing stuff? You got a bunch of green holmium. Make holmium. Make holmium faster. Okay, give me a second. Let me grab some beacons. Oh, check it out. What am I doing? I have amazing beacons right here. We can take some beacons and we can go... Where's the green part and the normal part? We can go boom, boom. And if I have some speed module, we can go boom, boom. And now these will be super fast, conferring 2.5 distribution effectiveness on my normal speed modules. Now, I didn't bring my legendary speed modules, but I'm sure this will be able to consume all the holmium and make plenty of solution for these 3 systems. Now we're cooking with fire. We've got heaps of holmium plates coming out. Now, given that they're lacking rare holmium, let's make these faster. Let's make these foundries even better, I guess. I have better foundries. I have blue foundries, which we can change. I don't know if we have the holmium solution to support it. Can make one more, I guess. There's no harm. There we go. Do things faster. Now, do we have enough water to support this system? Looks okay so far. Fantastic. Everything is going now. We're now starting to make some EM plants. EM plants are being fed backwards over here into this sorting system. Why are they being immediately recycled? Hello? Go here, and then if anything is greater than 20, then chuck it out. Wait, I need to see this in action. What's happening? Of course, I put this into the immediately recycle U-belt. Did I just delete a bunch of legendary blue circuits? Surely not. I didn't have enough legendary holmium to make one, right? Where are all my legendary? I only had 7, yeah. I don't have many legendary blue circuits here because I just used them all for my quality modules. So I don't think I deleted anything important. I don't think you had enough epic holmium to make anything yet. So we're going to go to the old system and we're going to go borrow some of the higher quality holmiums and get this process kickstarted because I do need some of these to get going. So we've got a bunch of epic holmium. We've got a bunch of legendary holmium. We've got a bunch of crap I need to sort out of my inventory. Now I'm pretty sure I saw a box of like random holmium here for some reason. Alright, we're going to take all our legendary holmium and our epic holmium and maybe even our blue holmium and go make some stuff over there. Just get the process kick-started a little bit and it will kind of help us out because we kind of need these materials right now. So you need blue holmium. There you go. There's your 1000 blue holmium. You need epic holmium. There you go. Have some legendary holmium. You're not going to be able to do anything with it yet because you don't have the blue circuits. But that's fine. I'm more interested in these epic plants more than anything else and just make sure everything's okay with this. It's just waiting for refined concrete and we have plenty of everything for the refined concrete, I believe. Alright, cool. Now we've got some EM plants of varying qualities. We're really interested in these epic ones. Hey, we've got one legendary one. Nice. We can let this system run in the background. We can bring some EM plants over with us. We'll let it run for a few minutes. And while I have dinner, when I come back, we'll take whatever EM plants we have back to our lovely Vulcanus and continue our system over here by increasing everything. Let's see how my little upcycling process over here has performed so far. So at the moment we have made no impact on this whatsoever. We're still lacking a lot of blue circuits, but these are okay. We're balanced on everything else. All right, cool. We need the EM plants for this section. They're already epic, so I do need 1 2 3 4 5 6 legendary. Yes, if worse comes to worse, I can just extend it out this way and make a couple more red circuit makers. There's no harm in that whatsoever. So that will be my last resort. Yeah, I think we'll leave when we have, how many was it again? 6 legendaries. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah. When we, oh, it says 6 legendaries. All right, maybe a few more legendaries. Maybe we'll go up to 8 or something. The speed difference between a legendary, the crafting speed here is 5 and the crafting speed here is 3.8. So it's a massive jump. From blue, it's actually 3.2. So it goes 3.2 to 3.8 and then it goes straight up to 5. It's crazy. So we definitely need these. But we're kind of blocked on epic concrete. It's doing its best. If we want to see, in the time it's taken me to set all that up, we're at a decent, respectable number of prod modules, enough that we can actually start using them in certain places, even around this factory itself. We might reinvest our initial batch of prod modules because we can see that the legendary stuff over here is using productivity. So for example, here we are making legendary red circuits and it's already at 100% productivity, I believe. We'll check it when it's on. Yeah, it says productivity 100%. Let's see what happens when we change these to 5 legendary productivity modules. Alright, it's been about 1 hour. We haven't made too many things. Oh wow, we haven't been recycling our thing this whole time. Oh my god. No wonder we haven't made too many EM plants. We haven't recycled back all the stuff to continue the production chain. But anyway, we've made about 7, which is good enough to get us started back at home. So I'm going to take all of my EM plants, maybe even all of these, and we're going to send them onto our ship, and we're going to send all our quality modules, and we're going to enhance our setup over there and see if we can get it to do more overproduction on the circuits so we can start building our next legendary production buildings. Alright, we're bringing like 25 EM plants, 7 legendary ones, and 9 beacons for whatever reason if we ever need them. So we're heading back to Vulcanus now. Alright, touchdown on Vulcanus. We've got all our stuff. Let's bring our beacons, EM plants. Got our quality modules and our purple EM plants, and just dropped off a batch of eggs as well. Fantastic. Alright. So again, observing this system, I think the first major upgrade that we need to do is to get more of these blue circuits, and the blue circuits looks like they're missing copper cable. So our quality modules are going into this area to produce more higher quality stuff. Let's do some on like the first 4, and then let's just chuck some on these 3. We don't need... These things don't produce very often, so I don't want to waste all of them. That was already like 45 quality modules gone just in a blink of an eye like that for one section, but that's fine. I think it'll be worth it. I don't think it's necessary to speed this process up, so I'm not gonna up the foundries at the moment because I don't think our recyclers can handle it. So we'll just leave it at that, see how that evens out. I will probably put a couple of epic ones on these 2 to make them go a little bit faster to keep up with this process. Is that even necessary? Maybe not. We'll save our epic ones for now. It's keeping up with the process. It's all fine. The next thing that we want to do to upgrade our red circuit production is to use our legendary EM plants that we brought over on these. That will give us more red circuits, hopefully, and hopefully bring us into surplus. Green quality and blue quality is perfectly fine. Oh, I was going to show the productivity boost on this stuff, right? Because apparently I don't have any construction bots in here. So stupid. All right. So if I grab just like a stack of 12 and we go replace some of the legendary productivity. So the productivity, if I hover over this, says it's 100% productivity with regular productivity modules. With a legendary one, it goes to 175. So every time this thing makes a legendary, it nearly makes triple the amount. Crazy. All right, let's give the same treatment to this stuff. So this legendary plant, I mean, we might as well, right? We have the legendary prod modules, and same with the green one as well. We might need to grab a few more. Don't want to use up all of them, but we'll definitely use some. Any other important things to prod up? I think just these legendary copper cables. And yeah, that's about it. We just need more quality modules, I guess. So hopefully that influx of blue circuits will show a surplus over here at some point. But otherwise, let's kick off our build. We'll just, I guess, build green and normal quality ones and just upcycle accordingly for now. This red circuit stuff is still not in surplus, which is absolutely insane. Is it going into surplus? 18? That's crazy. Let's just add one more since we have it. No, I don't have construction drones. Let me grab all my building supplies. Let me drop 50 construction drones in here so I don't forget. That is everything, right? Struggling to do belt braiding. Alright, we need to hook this back in somehow. I guess I can just hook it on the back like this. Alright, we've got all legendary ones and added an extra one. Surely we go into a surplus of advanced circuits now, which is great because now we have a surplus of regular and this advanced circuit. We just need a surplus of blue circuit, which looks like it's getting a little bit better, but still not great. Yeah, we're still definitely not in surplus of blue. But that's because this plant is constantly eating all the blue circuits, trying to make a surplus of blue circuits here. So we can sort of balance this out a little bit using a circuit logic. So we want to monitor the blue circuit thing in here. We'll probably get it to do a bit cleanly because we might need to monitor the quantity of other things in the future. But basically, this thing needs to just check if there's, say, one row of blue circuits, which is 2000, then we stop producing. So we'll set that to 2K, and that should stop consuming all of these blue circuits, and hopefully that will be okay. Because also, this thing isn't producing with legendary quality modules, because I've simply just run out of quality modules. So now we can start working on our 2 construction items that we need. So foundries and mining drills. Where should we build this stuff? Probably along here, maybe? There's a coal patch here, which is a bit annoying. I should have mined out the coal patch. We can tack it on to the end over here, I guess. I don't want to do it here in case I need more production stuff. Oh, I don't want to do it here in case I need more red circuit production. So maybe we'll just do it at the end over here. Let me sketch out an area now. Do that. Oh no, don't put down stone bricks. Oh god, am I in the construction zone? Oh no, I'm in the construction zone of a stupid other area now. Keep my bricks consistent. I don't know why I haven't amended the blueprint. Oh lord, what have I done? I love this. Let me put a box down for stone brick. Wait, why aren't you guys doing this? Because you're not in that logistic zone. Oh my god, this is annoying. They came from this area. Yeah, bring the stone brick back. Go back to your own logistics zone. I don't want to link these two logistics areas. Oh no, I'm out of concrete. Alright, that's fine. We'll just sketch out the area with borders until we get more concrete. Alright, so we're going to do our big mining drill construction here. So let me get that set up real quick. I just looked at the recipe for the big mining drill and I think I've changed my mind. I want to do it back here because it uses molten iron, doesn't it? Yeah, alright, let's just do it back here. I'm going to remove my recycling bin area and then we'll just do it here. Fine. I've got enough stuff for the path part of it. Now, I think that's our gears factory pretty much done. Let's hook it up and see if it works. Then bring gears out. It's going to go into the sorting facility. And then when it's on over a certain value, it will then delete the excess. Okay, great. But now that we have gears, we should be able to request gears into this system. Gears, plates, and circuits. Fantastic. Now, we do see that our green circuits is kind of more balanced now. It's not, I wouldn't say it's in like clear excess, but it is definitely more balanced. So why don't we focus first on just making these two in normal and green quality, and then we'll just upcycle them until we get to where we want to. I think it's okay to just let this thing do its thing because I don't think it's going to drain through all of these green circuits, right? I say that and then it does. Oh man, also we need to make electrical engine units. Oh, fun. Alright, no worries. I'm going to set up electrical engine units. We'll probably use the same area as gears to do it, or maybe it can have its own area over here somewhere. I don't know yet. Let me figure it out. I've just stolen the process that we set up on Fulgora, but I've removed the legendary and epic part of it because I don't want to use up all my legendary and epic stuff making this. So we're just gonna collapse this in a little bit. Let me remove some of this stuff. Have I run out of power towers again? Damn. And chem plants. Surely I have a chem plant on me. No? Can I make a chem plant? No? Steel and gear. Alright, we'll just go make some chem plants. Now we need to make a lubricant as well, and the heavy oil is here, but it looks a bit packed, so I might just pack the heavy oil out to make lubricant over here somewhere. We want to collapse this in a bit for our form factor. I don't know if I want to collapse it out a bit or whether I should just leave it like this, because one day I might want to, if I've extended the production enough and we end up having a surplus of the other stuff, maybe we can make this stuff directly in legendary. I don't foresee that happening anytime soon though. There's no harm in leaving a gap though, so let's just leave it at this and we will just put in some towers and be done with it. I have no more roboports either. I need to go get more roboports. I also just realized while we have an excess of copper cable now, what we're actually missing for making the blue quality green circuits is a lack of blue quality iron plate. Oh my god. Every time we solve one bottleneck, it just reveals the next bottleneck, basically. Because now that we've put all the legendary quality in this upcycler, do we need another upcycler for this stuff as well? Or can we just produce more heavy plate by turning all of these into purple quality foundries? I don't have many purple quality foundries either, so that's not exactly something that we can just do, you know? But the iron belt is definitely empty, so we don't need to fully upcycle yet. We can just increase production. It's not like the copper cables where this belt is actually filling up, so I can't just make these go faster. Here I can actually just make these go a bit faster, but I don't have any purple foundries to use at the moment, so we're gonna have to just forge on and do with what we can. So we're just setting this up now. I'll be back when it's done. Now with that lubricant line in, we can tune the quantity of it a bit if that's what it's lacking, but I don't think it is. We also need steel for this whole process, so we need to set up our steel. It's going to be needed for foundries anyway, so it's no big deal. We need to set that up at some point. We'll just share with the gears for now. I don't know about these quantities. We can isolate these processes into their own little mini block area if we need to one day, but for now it can just share with the gears. I think it should be okay. I don't need this producing at a stupid quantity. I just need it to be producing at a quantity. So we'll get that going like here, I guess. We'll be okay for now. Everything's getting a little bit messy, but that's fine. Now I'm even out of decent foundries, I think. So I'm gonna have to put this foundry in, and you're gonna be making steel. And then we'll be back to quantity tuning. Now I definitely don't think we have... Oh wait, steel is made with molten iron? Isn't this a molten iron thing? Oh wait, that's the lava pipe. The molten iron pipe is here. My bad. I already forgot my own designs. All right, cool. So we got steel coming out. We're gonna put some quality modules in there so it comes out at different qualities. Oh crap, I've got to do the thing. 1 second, stop doing that. Gotta do menu tutorial again and do all of this menu stuff, and I'll be right back. Oh, steel is a little bit slow, isn't it? I think maybe we need at least 2 of these to start with. So let me just move this a little bit over. Might even put 3 to start with. Maybe 3 is a bit too much. Let's not go too crazy. Let's just do 2 to start with. I might need to go get another pump as well, because I don't think this thing's going to be able to do everything. Alright, fantastic. We've got different qualities of steel coming out now, and our bots will be able to request that and hopefully produce us some electric engines. And all of this should be set correctly. Good. Just double check. Why is there a bunch of gears in here? Stop that. And we'll just continue to observe this system and see what it does. I don't know if this produces enough engines to make miners, but again, I don't want this process fast because I don't want miners to take over everything else. So with all those things set up, we can now finally set up our miners. I believe we have everything we need. We're producing the iron, the gear, the green circuits, and on this side where we got red circuits, we're producing electric engines now, minings, and tungsten. That's not a problem. So I'm going to set this up now, and then we'll talk about it if there's anything to talk about. Alright, we've set up our big mining drills, so let's just check everything's working. Our normal mining drills are obviously crafting. Our big mining drills, they're missing electric engines. Now, electric engines produce. I've made it purposefully slow so that this doesn't drain all our resources. So we'll just slowly make big mining drills in the background. I don't need 20 billion legendary big mining drills. In fact, purple big mining drills are like good enough, because all big mining drills do is preserve resources, which is a cool concept, but not a necessity for our build. They don't mine faster. So I don't really care too much about them, and they can just very, very slowly produce in the background. But I have hooked up the upcycling process. We just need to control the volumes a little bit. Now, normal big mining drills, I probably don't want any, but we'll just leave it at 20. Green big mining drills, it's probably not very useful. Blue ones, I guess, fine. We can have like 50 of those or 60 of those, like 3 stacks. But mostly I want purple. So purple, we want at least like 300 is like more than enough, and then if we get some legendaries, fantastic. They definitely need quality modules in them. I already wasted some materials producing some at the wrong quality, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. They're all waiting for electric engines, so we'll just let that do its thing in the background. How's our tungsten carbide supply? I haven't even checked on that for a really long time. So we have infinite regular tungsten carbide, infinite green tungsten carbide, and blue tungsten carbide, which is fantastic. So we have a lot of tungsten carbide. I just noticed all my legendary tungsten carbide is gone, which means that our process for making this is blocked by tungsten carbide, which is exactly what I want it to be blocked by. I don't want this process to be blocked by other circuits and stuff like that. If it's blocked by circuits, that means we need to just make more circuits. But it's always going to be blocked by something, right? Like, there's no way you're going to get this process continuously making legendary quality stuff unless you heavily upscale all of this stuff. And it doesn't need to be, honestly. It makes everything fast enough for me right now. So that's fine. It'll just slowly be making drills in the background. I can start decommissioning my old setup over here on the right. So this place used to be making big drills, but it obviously has been making, it's obviously really terrible at making them. So we're going to get rid of it. This normal drills can go away. Look at all these crappy drills. All right, I'm going to move all this over. I'll be right back. I'm just going to shove it all into my upcycler. That way it can try to upcycle all of these drills that I don't care about. And in the process, it should also delete some, create some electric engines, I mean. Alright, finished putting all my old mining drills into this new system. The old system even made a couple of legendary ones, which is pretty cool. But anyway, we're going to build our foundries next. So I'm going to set that up. It's going to be a very similar process. Foundries are actually easier to produce than the mining drill, I believe. Requiring only steel, circuits, tungsten, refined concrete. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to have to start producing refined concrete. That's fine. We needed concrete anyway. So I'm going to figure out the process for that somewhere, and then we'll produce foundries somewhere. Man, I've been thinking about the refined concrete needed for the foundry, and it's like doing my head in. First of all, the only way to produce stone on this planet is via this process. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this process that makes molten stuff, it can't produce stone at any higher quality, right? If I put quality modules in there, will it produce high quality stone? But then I need high quality calcite. So it's not going to happen, right? So we're stuck with basic stone. Now, of course, we can smelt that using quality modules into high quality stone brick and then feed that into a sorting system to feed various quality concrete makers, and then have that feed various quality, like it's a whole thing, right? Like, holy crap, we can't control this because we can't control the stone portion of it. I don't know, is it a good idea to make high quality stuff? And then it's going to require a billion quality modules. So let me think about this setup and then I'll come back when I figure it out. Oh man, as I'm continuing to make this process, I realize how futile this whole thing is, because to make a refined concrete, you're gonna need bloody iron sticks, and the only way to make iron sticks is from molten stuff, which means you can't make it at different qualities, right? If I cast the iron stick, I can't make it at different qualities. My only option is to assemble them out of plate, and I don't want to do that because I don't want to use all my good plate making iron sticks for this process. So you know what? We're going to scrap this entire setup and we're going to change it to only do regular quality stuff with like quality modules in there, and then we'll just use whatever high quality refined concrete we get out of the process. All right. Either I'm starting to lose it a bit, or this is the only way to do this. I think I'm probably going with the former option where I'm starting to lose it a bit. But basically, we're making all the intermediaries for refined concrete here, which is fine. And we've got various high level modules in there to make the numbers work. But I got 4 assemblers here putting together the refined concrete, right? Which is all fine and all. It's going to come out at all different qualities, right? So I have to sort the different qualities of concrete. But of course, because it's just doing random rolling, this box of normal concrete is going to fill up very quickly. But I still want the higher quality concretes because we're going to build our foundries at different qualities. So I do need to handle this process to delete some concrete every now and then. And to do that, I usually upcycle, right? But I can't upcycle this because concrete turns back into concrete. The concrete turns back there. Refined concrete turns back into normal concrete, and if I upcycle that to different qualities of normal concrete, what do I then do with the different qualities of normal concrete? I don't have anything crafting things at higher concrete levels. Oh man, it's a whole bloody thing. Unless I make a whole nother system here to craft higher level concrete, but then to craft higher level concrete, I need high level iron sticks, higher level this and this and this. I suppose we should just really have one machine of each crafting the higher level concrete fed by bots, because when this concrete dismantles back into higher level base components, it should be able to recraft into higher quality concrete rather than just straight up be deleted, right? It's never gonna function, but yeah. Oh man, this is just insane, this process. It's just crazy. So we'll put an upcycler here, and then this will come out with higher quality whatever these materials are, sticks and concrete and higher quality steel, and then they need to get requested into this box that will then craft higher quality concrete. So I need another 4 of these. Oh, what the heck is this nonsense? And they still need then water, so I need to give them water. Oh wow, this is crazy. As soon as you deal with quality, everything just instantly becomes spaghetti. It's mad. Alright, I'm gonna let these request from the buffer chest, and obviously the only thing that can be supplied is steel, so that's fine. But it'll be blocked by these other ingredients, which aren't being produced at the moment at all, and I'm not gonna set up a process to produce them because I don't really care about this too much. The only time it'll happen is when we overflow in normal concrete here, then it gets recycled and upcycled into higher quality stuff. Then every now and then one of these machines will kick off and make some high quality concrete. So I do need to then handle the output. Now the output I can just belt back into here, or I can just get my bots to handle it. I'm just gonna belt it. Now the high quality concrete will just go back in and just get sorted again. I don't know why I've decided to suddenly use blue belts here. Consistency is my strong suit. Very interesting, these processes. Like every single process I do is like unique. It's super weird doing quality stuff because it's just like every process is different. Concrete is super difficult because it has like 4 different stages of creation, and unless you make every single stage its own high quality handling system, this is the spaghetti mess you're gonna end up with. Okay, but now that we have concrete, we can finally set up foundries, finally. So I'm going to set it up probably here because it doesn't need its own space. So we'll just do it here. In the entire time we've been setting that up, we've now got 7 legendary miners. I think it's made 4 this system, even though there's no legendary being directly crafted. It's still going pretty strong. I mean, that's probably because I've been recycling a bunch of the old stuff. But still, it's pretty good. We don't need a billion of these legendary miners. The legendary miners will just be a little treat for us whenever. But yeah, I set up my foundries here. So I'm going to spaghetti in the inputs and the outputs and then put in the recycling process. And I'll be right back when that's done. Alright, fantastic. Our foundries are in, and I've given it the same treatment as our miners in that I've left room for 5, but I don't think I'm going to I'll manually make the purple and the legendary because I don't want to burn through all my stuff. So for example, yeah, when we get the refined concrete for purple, we will make it. I will request refined concrete so I know how many I have, and steel. But basically, I don't want to burn all my tungsten carbide and stuff on the concrete, so... Now, I don't think we're ever going to be making, well, this is too many. Let's do 500, 500. I don't think we're ever going to be making legendary of these directly. I don't see any reason to, but who knows. We'll just set it up just in case. Yeah, it needs a lot of tungsten carbide as well, and I'm not going to burn all my tungsten carbide making this unless absolutely necessary. We probably want to roll a few purple ones, but definitely... we'll do that manually rather than automatically at this stage. Maybe later on we can automate that process, but we got plenty to do sort of blue ones and regular ones. I think regular ones should be going. I've had to run out of regular circuits. Amazing. How is that possible? I've actually run out of regular circuits. That's insane. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to like performance tune a lot of this stuff. But since I have purple EM plants, I can use some of them on this area, right? There's an immediate fix for everything. We need more regular circuits. We'll upgrade all of these to purple. And then we can install more if we need it. But it should be okay right now. I'm sure I don't have the input to keep up with all the additions. So we'll have to run the system again. Every time we make any additions and changes to the system, we're just going to need to run it for a few hours and see what we need to tune to make it all work. And definitely whatever we've done over there to make the foundries and the big miners, we don't want it impacting this process that's making all our legendary other stuff. We got plenty of speed modules, and we've got plenty of these productivity modules as well. And in all that time that it's been crafting, let's go check in on our Fulgora. How many EM plants have been crafted and how many quality things have been crafted? Only 34, not too many, but that's fine. 34 is better than none. And over here, we've got our EM plants. We've got 17 legendary EM plants now. And I think our system stops at how many? At 50. All right, still going, but that's fine. We can let it keep going. We've obviously stopped our beacons because we've got too many beacons. But hey, 17 legendary EM plants is pretty useful. We might bring them over and upgrade some stuff as well now that we can. But yeah, we'll leave it at that for this episode. We've done plenty. We've set up EM plants, we've set up foundries, we've set up big miners. Next episode, we're going to continue setting up all our other construction materials like smelters, assemblers, and all that fun stuff. But I will between then and now observe this system for a while and make some fine-tune adjustments like upgrading these EM plants whenever necessary to match the new output that we require. So yeah. Lots of fun stuff coming up. If you don't want to miss out on that, don't forget to leave a like and a sub. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.